You told me yesterday that neon never sleeps, it just blinks until the battery dies out. A green sign flickers by the laundromat steps where someone left a plastic bag of takeout. Brake lights string together down the avenue line, glowing like a cheap red necklace in the rain. The ATM blue glare reflects against the pavement wet. A lone cab turns the corner with its bright beam set. High-rise windows flicker 5 flights above ground, while 30 red tail lamps stutter without sound. That gas station sign spills amber on wet street when 2 late commuters finally choose to meet. Each glowing post tells stories nobody can read, as traffic moves along where broken pathways lead. A halo circles round the bodega door, reflecting off a puddle near a park sedan. The billboard half a watch, it shines a little more above a shadow resting on a delivery van. 3 open windows on the 9th floor ledge, cat square yellow shapes over the alley edge. The ATM blue glare reflects against the pavement wet. A lone cab turns the corner with its bright beam set. High-rise windows flicker 5 flights above ground, while 30 red tail lamps stutter without sound. That gas station sign spills amber on wet street when 2 late commuters finally choose to meet. Each glowing post tells stories nobody can read, as traffic moves along where broken pathways lead. 100 tiny bulbs on a dinery, the flashing arrow telling cab to turn right. We walk through the glare, holding breaths underneath, watching every single quiet signal burn bright. You said neon doesn't help anyone sleep. The yellow street lamp hums on the corner now, just a city full of sparks we try to keep. A stray thought slices through the quiet night. The bass line hums from an unplayed track. Shadows stretch across the hardwood floor, painting moments that I can't bring back. You left your oversized denim coat hanging, draped over the arm of the leather chair. Ice melts slow inside a forgotten glass, leaving rings of condensation everywhere. The street lamp cuts through the window blind, casting stripes across an empty frame. I rewind the tape inside my mind, and the speaker whispers your exact name. It feels like slow motion in the kitchen, where we used to dance to the slow jams late. Cinematic static on the TV screen, watching old reflections as they hesitate. Every single angle holds a piece of you, captured in a frame that I can't undo. Pan to the hallway, yellow bulbs burn low. Footsteps echo like a vinyl scratch. Smoke rings drift toward the ceiling tiles. Matches struck but never found a match. Your gold hoop sits on the nightstand tray, catching headlights passing on the street below. I watch the room change color in the dark, replaying scenes from 3 long years ago. The street lamp cuts through the window blind, casting stripes across an empty frame. I rewind the tape inside my mind, and the speaker whispers your exact name. It feels like slow motion in the kitchen, where we used to dance to the slow jams late. Cinematic static on the TV screen, watching taking no reflections as they hesitate. Every single angle holds a piece of you, captured in a frame that I can't undo. Zoom in close on the quiet glass where your fingerprint is almost clear. Fade out slow as the hours pass, leaving only ghost notes in my ear. The camera holds on the empty space, no script to follow, just a missing face. Neon blue bleeds into the dark gray room. Focus pulls away to the quiet floor. A stray thought fades, but the room stays still. Just a shadow waiting at an open door. This heavy chair drags against the pine floor as I pull up to the desk. Younger me at 21, trying your best to digest. I know you think our eyes hold every truth the sky could keep. I know you're staying up till 4 a.m. because you can't sleep. You bought that cheap gold ring, you hid inside your jacket pocket, thinking love is something you can lock up in the locket. Take a breath, put the phone away, stop staring at the screen. She isn't coming back tonight, no matter what you mean. You are building castles on a crumbling piece of land, holding water tight inside a wide open hand. I wish I could reach back and pull your shoulders down, tell you that it's gonna be alright when she leaves town. Save your tears for somebody who stays. Don't break your heart trying to fix her broken ways. You survived the fallout, look at me right now. You are gonna make it through the storm somehow. Let her go, let the silence settle in. That is not where your story ends, that is where you begin. I see you sitting on the porch step, cold coffee in your glass, replaying every single word, hoping the pain will pass. You blamed yourself for how her laughter slowly died away, but truth is, kid, she had her moving trucks planned anyway. Stop checking her location on that map inside your mind. The peace you are looking for is something you will find. The scars you get this winter turn to solid ground. You are gonna build a better man from everything unbound. Save your tears for somebody who stays. Don't break your heart trying to fix her broken ways. You survived the fallout, look at me right now. You are gonna make it through the storm somehow. Let her go, let the silence settle in. That is not where your story ends, that is where you begin. I know it stings to hear it from 10 years down the line. You thought she was the sun, the moon, the stars in your design. But freedom didn't come until you dropped a heavy load. Now I sit in this heavy chair at the end of that road, and I am doing fine. I survived the fire that you thought would burn us down. Put the pen away now, kid. You don't have to win her back. Just let the weight sink in. You are gonna be just fine. A silver lighter rests beside my glass. It catches the low glow, street lights cutting through the blinds. You left it here 3 Tuesdays back, flicking sparks into the dark while we talked about forever. Now it sits idle, metallic skin, cold to the touch. I flick the wheel once, watching the orange flame dance before I kill it. Silence fills the space where your breath used to settle. I tell myself I am fine with the space. I told myself it was bound to break, but every quiet hour turns into a courtroom. And I am the judge, the jury, and the offender. We spent years building something out of thin air. Now I am breathing in the dust of what we used to share. You took your jackets and your records, left the noise behind, and left me stranded in the quiet corners of my mind. I miss the way you loved me when the world was fast. Now I'm counting every second that we could not make last. Maybe the hardest part is knowing you are fine somewhere else, sleeping through the night while I converse with myself. I trace the metal edges of this tiny piece of chrome, proof that somebody else once called this apartment home. Flicking the wheel one last time tonight. The small flame dies out in the pale street light. I put the lighter in my pocket where it does not belong, and close my eyes inside this unfinished song. Screeching bus brakes cut through the evening calm. You stare right past your trembling palm. She caught it off 3 hours ago tonight, and now you sit beneath my kitchen light. I know that look inside your exhausted eyes. Yeah. You are replaying every one of her goodbyes. Drop your heavy jacket on the wooden floor. You do not have to pretend anymore. The rain keeps spitting on the glass. We both knew it would not last. Stop checking if her name pops up. Just let me fill another cup. You gave her everything you had to give. Now you gotta figure out how you are gonna live. It hurts to watch you fall apart like this, chasing the ghost that you already miss. Brother, put that phone face down tonight. We will make it to the morning light. A passing car splashes the sidewalk curve. You drop your head afraid to say a word. 6 years of memories packed in paper boxes, counting up the heavy price this healing cost us. I remember when you told me she was the one. Now look at all the damage that is done. Take a breath, man, let the quiet sit. You do not have to fix a single piece of it. Love is a gamble where the house always wins, and nobody tells you where the wreckage begins. You were faithful, you were true to her cause, so stop blaming yourself for what she wanted more. You gave her everything you had to give. Now you gotta figure out how you are gonna live. It hurts to watch you fall apart like this, chasing the ghost that you already miss. Brother, put that phone face down tonight. We will make it to the morning light. Street lights flicker through the window shade. Promises break, even the strong ones fade. Leave the keys on my counter. Rest your head. Believe me when I say you will heal instead. This brass key still sits beside my half-empty glass, reflecting blue static from a muted television screen. I count the tiny scratches, the longest notch stitch. Remembering the rainy Tuesday, you handed it to me. You said it opened doors we hadn't built yet. Now it just weighs down a leather coaster in the dark. The room gets quiet enough to hear the ice melt. My thumb traces the groove where your touch used to linger. I keep telling myself that time moves forward, but my thoughts keep looping back to our old hallway rug. I'm speaking to shadows in the midnight air. replaying every promise that we left right there. I hold the cold metal till my fingers go numb, wondering if you ever think about what we became. It is just a tiny piece of brass on the table, holding every heavy word we were never able to say. My phone screen lights up with a message from someone new. I flip the device face down right beside the key. We used to order greasy takeout at 2 in the morning, talking about moving out west and changing our names. Now your memory sits across from me like an uninvited guest, wearing that oversized sweatshirt you always left behind. The room gets quiet enough to hear the ice melt. My thumb traces the groove where your touch used to linger. I keep telling myself that time moves forward, but my thoughts keep looping back to our old hallway rug. I am speaking the shadows in the midnight air, replaying every promise that we left right there. I hold the cold metal till my fingers go numb, wondering if you ever think about what we became. It is just a tiny piece of brass on the table, holding every heavy word we were never able to say. If I tossed it in the river down on 44th, would the current carry off the sound of your laugh? Or would I just stand on the pier in the wind, reaching into empty pockets for a ghost? The brass key stays right where you dropped it. Midnight slides slowly into 2 a.m. I close my eyes and listen to the room, still holding on to the ghost of us. A bruised purple neon bleeds across our booth. You ask for a match and I pass you the truth. We don't know each other's middle names or towns, just 2 tired adults waiting for the city to quiet down. You mentioned someone who walked out last spring. I tell you about a girl who gave back a ring. The rain taps the vinyl window frame softly while you sip your dark brew and listen to me. Strange how a person you met 20 minutes ago can hold up a mirror to the things you won't show. We exchange half-truths like worn out cards, admitting that healing is usually hard. So keep speaking softly across this laminate wood, rebuilding the ghosts that we both understood. I haven't said a name aloud in 3 whole years, but tonight it feels safe among strangers and beers. We traded our heartbreaks before the last call, 2 shadows that met with their backs to the wall. The street light turns indigo through the glass door. You say that she loved how you laughed on the floor. Nah, because I know that exact kind of grace, how laughter can anchor a whole different place. You order another round, paying for mine, saying memories get cheaper with a little more time. I tell you a favorite song played in this diner, and suddenly the weight on my shoulder feels lighter. Strange how a person you met 20 minutes ago can hold up a mirror to the things you won't show. We exchange half-truths like worn out cards, admitting that healing is usually hard. So keep speaking softly across this laminate wood, rebuilding the ghosts that we both understood. I haven't said traded our heartbreaks before the last call. Two shadows that met with their backs to the wall. When the check finally comes, we won't swap any numbers. That's the beauty of night. When the heavy heart slumbers, you will lead through the west side. I walk to the train, leaving our missing pieces washed in the rain. So keep speaking softly across this laminate wood, rebuilding the ghosts that we both understood. I haven't said a name aloud in 3 whole years, but tonight it feels safe among strangers and beers. We traded our heartbreaks before the last call. Two shadows that met with their backs to the wall. The purple light fades as the staff turns the sign. Thanks for the story, thanks for the time we step out as strangers, but lighter inside. A scratch nickel Capo rests beside my house keys. The bass guitar sleeps, leaning in the shade. My dreadlocks spread like dark roots on the cotton. I count the tiny cracks along the plaster wall. There is no tour bus pulling up today. No sound engineer calling out my name. The world outside can spin without my rhythm. I pull the heavy quilt up to my chin. Heavy bass lines brushed inside my tired fingertips at last. Cool white linen folds swallow up the aches from yesterday. Outside the window, city traffic comes a distant chord. No spotlight blinds my eyes or calls for one more song. This quiet bedroom pays me back in sweet forgotten gold. My heavy coils are tangled on the pillowcase. The warm air drifts across my dark brown skin. I hear a distant bird upon the windowsill. I close my eyelids tight and sink back down. 16 weeks of highway, miles are washing out my head. Every night I gave my spirit to a crowd of strangers. Now the mattress holds me like a long lost brother. I do not owe the world a single no. The Capo glints under the silent lamp. My dreadlocks fall across the folded sheet. I drift away again, just me in this stillness. Heavy. Heavy rib cotton scrapes my callous palm, pulling on the cuff of this oversized gray hoodie. You used to steal it whenever November hit, sinking into the sleeves like a sanctuary. I touched the threadbares where you tucked your hands, and suddenly I'm back on your kitchen floor. 2 in the morning, argument turned to silence, watching you wrap your knees inside the giant fleece. One friction mark brings back the heat, the smell of your laundry detergent mixing with your scent. We built an entire world inside 4 cheap walls. Now I'm holding a skeleton made of cloth. I trace every loose thread left behind, rewinding the footage right inside my mind. You were pulling away while I was holding tight, unraveling slow under the bedroom light. I can feel the exact weight of your body turning cold. Every promise we made that we cannot hold, just a memory stitched into the seams of who I used to be. My fingertips slide down the zipper line, remembering how you tugged it down to kiss my neck. The fabric is fading out, washed 100 times, trying to rinse out the taste of our last regret. Flashback hits like a bass drop in an empty club. Your eyes shining tears while you packed your box, dropping my ring on the folded pile of clothes, walking out the front door without turning back. One friction mark brings back the heat, the smell of your laundry detergent mixing with your scent. We built an entire world inside 4 cheap walls. Now I'm holding a skeleton made of cloth. I trace every loose thread left behind, rewinding the footage right inside of my mind. You were pulling away while I was holding tight, unraveling slow under the bedroom light. I can feel the exact weight of your body turning cold. Every promise we made that we cannot hold, just a memory stitched into the seams of who I used to be. It is crazy how material remembers what the brain forgets. This weave holds the shape of your shoulders, holds the quiet sob you tried to swallow. When the cab arrived, I pressed the cuff against my cheek just to feel close, filtering air through old cotton, searching for a ghost. Just loose threads in my fingers now, nothing left to hold together. The hoodie still fits, but I am empty inside it. Unraveling, unraveling, unraveling. Frayed cotton threads brush my thumb as I pull the sleeve over my wrist. The waffle knit pattern feels heavy tonight, rough against skin that remembers your touch. One tug at the collar and reality bends backward in an instant. I'm standing right there in the hallway of your apartment, staring at your face. The low frequency bass from the speaker vibrates through the floorboards. Your fingers hook into my waistband before the lights go dark. Touch brings it back like a cassette on rewind. Every single fiber holding a piece of your mind. I close my eyes and the bedroom comes alive. 2 young adults living off a late night drive. Woven sleeves never forget how you used to hold on. The tactile ghost of a midnight that is long gone. I pull the fabric tight, breathing in the past. How did something so soft end up fading so fast? Now I am trapped in the friction of then and right now, trying to pull myself free, but I do not know how. Rough denim hanging on the bedroom chair, sits with the crease along the spine. I run 2 fingers down the seam, tracing a path that used to be mine. Flashback to your laugh under flickering yellow street lights by the curb. Heated whispers spoken fast, and soft apologies without a word. The physical texture pulls me down under the wave. It is crazy how a piece of cloth keeps what we never say. Woven sleeves never forget how you used to hold on. The tactile ghost of a midnight that is long gone. I pull the fabric tight, breathing in the past. How did something so soft end up fading so fast? Now I am trapped in the friction of then and right now, trying to pull myself free, but I do not know how. Material holds memories deeper than any camera flash. The warmth and the grain outlast the wreckage and the crash. It snaps me right back to the autumn rain on your stairs, when you pressed your face against my chest with no worries. Who cares? Now it is just me in this heavy knitted sweater, wishing that touch in the past made the present feel better. Frayed cotton threads under my palm, taking me back to the storm before the calm, just to sleep against my skin, letting the flashback begin again. Honey damper light stains the duvet cover. My heavy locks spill over downy wood. The intercom buzzes 3 floors down below us. A static voice asks if I missed a pull. I press the talk button with a sleepy thumb. Saying wrong apartment, but I hope he comes. The voice crackles back through the cheap plastic speaker, asking if I know where the party went last night. I stretch out my shoulders, feeling whole and deeper, telling him the rhythm here is feeling just right. A delivery kit stands on the concrete stoop while I trace the cedar wood grain in my bed. He laughs through the wire and my slow relaxed news is fine. Golden dust floats around my head. No gig on the schedule, no train to catch today. Just 2 total strangers with nothing left to say. You played bassy ass, hear an amp hum faint through the static line hanging on the wall. I lean back on pillows painted yellow tin, lokes tied in silk bands, ignoring every call. I play 6 strings, I tell him softly now, and I am not getting up for hours anyhow. He tells me his delivery shift ends at 3. I tell him this mattress feels like an open sea. We trade 5 seconds of a quiet breath, no heavy burdens and no fear of what is left. He clicks off the line to find the right front door, leaving me floating on this warm wood floor. Honey damper settling on my chest, static line fades out into the air. Just the quiet and the peaceful rest. Sheets still warm and nothing else to bear. The oak chair sits heavy by the unmade bed, drawn to the window where the sky turns gray. I leave the open notebook left unread and watch the raindrops wash the street away. To younger me, sprinted every mile, afraid to stop and meant you'd fall behind. I wish you knew that sitting for a while is not a waste of time. The glass is cold against my fingertips, the room is dim, the tape deck turns real slow. I speak your name with rain upon my lips and let the heavy, frantic feelings go. You worried every storm would wreck the roof and chased a future that was miles away. Now sitting here, I finally have the proof that holding still can save a broken day. The world outside keeps turning without sound, so pull the blanket up and settle down. How you stayed awake till 3, tracing figures in the shadows on the wall. You thought you had to solve each mystery, or else you wouldn't matter much at all. Today I lay my head upon the sheet and let the water drum against the glass. There is no secret target we must meet, just let the hours pass. If I could send a message through the wire, tell you put the heavy pen away. You do not need to burn in every fire. You are allowed to rest on rainy days. I lie back down and close my tired eyes and listen as the steady downpour falls. Rest now, kid. The chair is still, the room is warm and dark. The rain will clear the marks. You don't have to run today.
Yeah. Where do the leftover words go? Nobody claims them at 3 in the morning. I'm staring at a halogen flickering outside my high-rise window. Ice melting down the side of a glass, leaving wet rings on cherry wood. You used to tell me to use a coaster, now the stain just sits there permanent. Driving down 95 with the subwoofers rattling the trunk of that old Honda. My phone screen pulses, face down on the rug like a faint heartbeat. I remember the smell of your cocoa butter lotion mixed with damp asphalt. Why do we only realize we were happy after the room turns cold? Thoughts colliding like bad traffic on the beltway. I'm jumping from last summer straight to the night you packed your bags, counting the stoplights between my current place and your old apartment. The city moves forward but my brain stays locked in reverse. Echoes in the hallway, shadows stretching long on the ceiling tile. I'm drowning in a quiet room, replaying the audio of your subtle smile. Unanswered questions floating through the dark, just a midnight frequency playing over old sparks. Every single tangent leads me right back to the start. Unfiltered, unfinished, unraveling in the dark. Did you leave that black hoodie on my chair on purpose or just forget it? My mind shifts to that diner on 4th Street with the cracked neon sign. Greasy fries, lukewarm coffee, laughing until your eyes started watering. Now I cannot even drive past that exit without my chest tightening up. We talked about moving west like we actually had the money to do it. Now I am auditing my entire late 20s, adding up all my missteps. Random flashes of your hand on the gear shift, radio playing Quiet Storm R&B. It is crazy how a tiny memory can suddenly pull the air straight out of my lungs. Echoes in the hallway, shadows stretching long on the ceiling tile. I'm drowning in a quiet room, replaying the audio of your subtle smile. Unanswered questions floating through the dark, just a midnight frequency playing over old sparks. Every single tangent leads me right back to the start. Unfiltered, unfinished, unraveling in the dark. Slide of the key in the deadbolt, cold pizza on the counter, your laughter bouncing off the drywall before we had any furniture. Why do the smallest details carry the heaviest weight when you are alone? I am arguing with ghosts, untangling threads that end nowhere. Just stream of consciousness, ambient noise filling up a void. Still staring at that flickering streetlight through the blinds, still waiting on an answer to a question I never asked out loud. Just static on the line, drifting away in dark, fading out. Where do the promises go when the apartment gets quiet? I asked the ceiling fan spinning in its lazy circuit. There is a half-eaten box of takeout sitting on the radiator. It smelled like sesame yesterday, now it just smells like cold air. I keep scrolling past your picture from last summer. You had that yellow shirt on with the frayed collar. I promised I would fix it, but I never bought the thread. Funny how the small delays stack up until the doorway is blocked. Thought after thought like headlights on the highway down below. Red taillights blurring together in the light rain. I stand in the kitchen trying to reconstruct your voice. Did you always pitch up at the end of every sentence? Or was that just the nervousness setting in before the crash? My head is a radio playing 2 stations at the exact same volume. Warm memories on the right channel, cold reality on the left. We built a whole universe out of paper, receipts and borrowed time. Now the window is open and I am picking up the blown debris. Stream of thoughts running down the glass like condensation. I miss you tonight, or maybe I just miss who I was before we broke. The ice cube in my whiskey glass makes a sharp clicking sound. Sounds exactly like your heels on the hallway tiles when you turned away. Why did you leave the blue umbrella standing in the corner? Was it an accident or just a reason to come back if you got lonely? I typed out a message at 2 in the morning, then deleted every word. written line. I bought those coffee beans you liked as if roasted Arabic could patch 4 years of slow erosion. My boots are still by the threshold, pointing toward the stairs, ready to run, but there is nowhere left to run to. Thought after thought like headlights on the highway down below. Red taillights blurring together in the light rain. I stand in the kitchen trying to reconstruct your voice. Did you always pitch up at the end of every sentence? Or was that just the nervousness setting in before the crash? My head is a radio playing 2 stations at the exact same volume. Warm memories on the right channel, cold reality on the left. We built a whole universe out of paper receipts and borrowed time. Now the window is open and I am picking up the blown debris. Stream of thoughts running down the glass like condensation. I miss you tonight, or maybe I just miss who I was before we broke. Associative leaps, mental gymnastics, blue umbrella, wet pavement, laughing in the back of a crowded train. How do we go from sharing a single pillow to measuring distance in miles? You told me I held on too tight, then you said I let go too easily. Pick a narrative because I am exhausted from rewriting the past in my head. Where do the promises go? Maybe they just hang around with the dust motes in the dark. I click off the lamp, the ceiling fan keeps turning. No answers coming down from the dark.
A sudden thought cuts through the quiet air, while silver raindrops beat along the glass. The ceiling fan spins shadows everywhere, and hours fade like smoke while moments pass. I shift beneath the heavy cotton weave, to disturb this rested haze. The streetlight flickers off against the gray. The room is painted cool and muted blue. I let the morning obligations stray and sink into the stillness through and through. Cold water traces down the outer frame. Soft bass vibrations hum through hardwood floors. I blur the outline of my distant name and close the hallway to all open doors as ambient warmth dissolves the afternoon. An unread letter rests upon the chair. The radiator clicks a gentle rhythm slow. I wrap the yellow wool without a care and watch the blurry streetlights softly glow. The covers hold the weight of yesterday, a fortress built against the outside chill. Cold water traces down the outer frame. Soft bass vibrations hum through hardwood floors. I blur the outline of my distant name and close the hallway to all open doors as ambient warmth dissolves the afternoon. The window gathers mist from breathing deep. A halogen glow bends around the bend. No promises to make, no vows to keep, just quiet hours that I never spend. Rain beats steady on the tin roof ledge. Distant tires hum across the wet street edge. stay right here. The world can wait outside.
A skateboard cracks against the cracked cement below my porch. That sound used to mean you were waiting outside in your worn-out hood. We would sit on the fire escape till 2 in the morning, talking about blowing up and leaving this block for good. Now the street lights flicker just the same as they did back then, but the seat beside me stays empty under the orange glow. We traded wild dreams for monthly rent and quiet nights. I lost your number somewhere between the moving trucks and city lights. Still, every time a bass line drops, that sounds like 99. I look around expecting you to drop another line. Where did you go, my brother, my midnight friend? We thought the summer on these streets would never end. I am still standing where we used to write our names, watching the neighborhood grow cold and change. I hope you found a peace of mind you bled for back when we were young. Remember buying dollar slices with spare quarters from my car. You promised me you would make it big playing that old guitar. We had nothing in our pockets but 100 crazy plans, holding the world right inside our calloused hands. Life pulled us sideways into places we did not foresee, and I got busy trying to become who I needed to be. We traded wild dreams for monthly rent and quiet nights. I lost your number somewhere between the moving trucks and city lights. Still, every time a bass line drops, that sounds like 99. I look around expecting you to drop another line. Where did you go, my brother, my midnight friend? We thought the summer on these streets would never end. I am still standing where we used to write our names, watching the neighborhood grow cold and change. I hope you found the peace of mind you bled for back when we were young. If you ever pass through this side of town again, do not hesitate to pull up like you used to do. Time moved fast and turned us into grown men, but a part of my spirit is still riding, shining next to you. Where did you go, my brother, my midnight friend? We thought the summer on these streets would never end. I am still standing where we used to write our names, watching the neighborhood grow cold and change. I hope you found the peace of mind you bled for back when we were young. Another skateboard rolls away into the dark. The wheels fade out past the corner park. I smile and zip my jacket tight. I hope you are doing good tonight. Sodium yellow spills across the cold pavement, bleeding into the puddles near my worn out shoes. A guy in a denim jacket leans against the railing, blowing out a cloud and watching the avenue. He turns his head and asks me if I'm waiting or just avoiding the apartment I'm bound to lose. I tell him both and he passes me a paper cup We watch the red tail lights streak down the lane. He says the city looks softer when you don't look up, just focusing on the glow through the falling rain. He talked about his sister living somewhere down south, while green signals shifted into amber above the street. A warm quiet spilled right out of his mouth, turning two cold shadows into people who meet. We never exchanged names before his bus pulled away, leaving only halogen dust where we used to stay. Violet neon buzzes from a late night pharmacy, casting purple shadows on his cracked leather phone. He showed me a picture of a boat on a silver lake, said he traded that water just to end up alone. I listened real quiet while the bass line hummed from a passing car whose driver was already numb. Strangers are just secrets that you haven't opened yet, underneath the glow that keeps the dark at bay. He tapped his shoes, paid his quiet little debt, and walked into the glare where the night turns gray. The bus doors hissed open in a burst of air. He stepped on board and gave a simple nod. I stayed on the bench in the yellow flare, breathing in the exhaust of a midnight squad. A distant bus brake squeaks against wet pavement below. You pull the quilt up past your chin and watch the wipers go. The radiator hums its quiet rhythm in the room. You tell me Tuesday feels too heavy to resume. So pull the blinds down low and stay right where you are. The world can keep on turning without driving your car. There is no deadline knocking on our door. Your half-filled mug sits cold upon the floor. A gray sky spills its quiet water down the window pane. You trace the steady rivulets and let the world refrain. The clock ticks slow while unread notes pile high beside the bed. We trade the rush for lazy thoughts that drift inside your head. Soft cotton holds you safe until the shadows stretch and fall. Today we give ourselves permission not to care at all. A bicycle bell rings down the alleyway in mist. You check your phone screen once, then turn it face down on your wrist. There is soup inside the pantry if we ever want a bite. Otherwise we stay right here and wait for evening light. Your shoulders drop 2 inches as the fog settles in. This lazy room is where the softest hours begin. Sometimes the best move is to sink into the mattress deep. Let every heavy thought get washed away before you sleep. I will sit here on the carpet, keeping quiet time, matching every drop outside with another gentle rhyme. Just close your eyes now, the rain handles everything today. Nothing left to fix, stay right here.
garbage truck hydraulic hissed against the curb outside. You didn't flinch or pull the curtain back to see the ride. Your dark look spread across the linen like a heavy weave, just floating in the quiet hours before we have to leave. You reached a hand out slowly, tapped the wood to find your phone, then let it drop right back down to the mattress like a stone. The noon train rattles through the lower block. We still have time before they turn the lock. You pull the quilt up high to hide your shoulders from the draft, remembering the local gig where everybody laughed. The bass amp blew its fuse before the second verse was through. So now you rest your hands until the evening demands you. The smell of diesel drifts through glass that isn't fitted tight. A horn blares twice, then fades away into the afternoon light. You turn your head and ask me if the coffee's still awake, or if we're better off ignoring every move we ought to make. Your golden earrings catch the shadow shifting on the wall. There isn't any urgency to answer to the call. The city keeps its frantic pace 3 stories down below. Sirens scream for someone else who's got somewhere to go. Your fingers tap a lazy rhythm on your worn denim jeans. We stay right here inside this moment, safe behind the screens. You pull the quilt up high to hide your shoulders from the draft, remembering the local gig where everybody laughed. The bass amp blew its fuse before the second verse was through. So now you rest your hands until the evening demands you. Just let the tires hum along the street, lie back until the day and twilight meet. No need to rush into the night air yet. This lazy hour is as good as it will get.
The digital 3 glows red on the far wall. In 10 long years I see us sitting here, you with a paperback stretched in the hallway, me with a teacup and nothing to fear. We won't need to ask if the weather is turning. We won't feel the pull to fill up the air. I close my eyes and I see where we go. A quiet apartment where winter winds blow. No words between us, just shadows that grow. Oh, oh, two quiet souls. Say a word at all. I imagine a Tuesday in late December, you on the quilt with your headphones tuned low, me in the corner at 6 in the evening, watching the dust in the radiator glow. We will share a small kitchen and never complain, just comfortable stillness and snow on the pane. Right now it is noisy, the city is loud. We spend all our days lost inside of the crowd, but someday the clock will tick slow.
favorite place of all. Two quiet souls, na na na. Ooh, ooh, two quiet souls, yeah. Two quiet souls. We won't say a word at all. The digital three blinks fast in the night. Someday we'll get there and it will be right. Just two quiet souls. Just two quiet souls.
Tires slush through puddles down on 4th Street. The city hums its muffled, heavy song. You bury deep beneath the yellow quilt, and staying still is where you now belong. Your phone is buzzing face down on the floor. We'll let the whole world wait outside the door. The window glass is fogged with gray and cold. There's nothing urgent left for us to hold. The silver drops collect along the ledge and slip. You pull your woven sweater to your fingertips. We set the kettle down before it starts to steam, and trade the noisy traffic for a quiet dream. There is no need to make a single plan today. Just let the winter water wash the world away. A delivery bike skids past the iron gate. The sky stays dark enough to blur the clock. You close your eyes and let your shoulders drop, safe inside our little quiet block. Your woolly socks are resting by the frame. Today we do not even speak your name. Sometimes the hardest thing is just to sit, to give yourself a moment to surrender. The street outside is gray and dimly lit. The silence in the air is soft and tender. The rainy street will echo all night long. Lie back down, you don't have to be strong.